You with eNCA. Now, never mind the fears of contracting COVID-19. This week, chocolate lovers were equally distressed when they heard some of their chocolate brands would be discontinued. You won't see Chocolate Log, Bar One Peanut, Milkybar Peanut, or Milkybar Double on the shelves from August. Nestle's Milo Chocolate and Milo 8 will also be discontinued as of next month. Well, let's speak to Zumi Njongwe, Nestle South Africa Communication Director. Zumi, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. First of all, what's behind the shelving of some of these brands here? Why is Nestle discontinuing them?
Look, Devian, as we always, have to review our portfolio from time to time, we had already taken a decision to discontinue some of these products as we look to bring in new innovations. I think what has just happened is we've brought it forward a little bit as, the situation has changed. So really the reason for the discontinuation on the brands and products was really to be able to have opportunities for us to continue to innovate our pipeline in the future.
Did you expect so many people to be disappointed by this discontinuation? I mean, has it taken you by surprise?
Yes, it has. Personally, it definitely has. I mean, we've got really fantastic brands at Nestle, so we always knew that we had some loyal consumers to many of our brands. But I think the love and the outpouring has been quite a surprise for us. We think we do understand, with so many of people's liberties being taken away, that this would have landed in the way that it has. And we've been very open and honest and transparent about some of the reasons we're making and taking these decisions.
Just give us an understanding of what exactly would be discontinued in terms of sizes, because there was some confusion on what sizes of these chocolate bars would be discontinued.
Absolutely. So the brand that is going to be discontinued completely is Chocolate Log. So all the Chocolate Log variants will go away. Then we will be discontinuing some of our SKUs. So there was a misperception around Bar One and Milkybar and Peppermint Crisp being discontinued. Let me clearly state that that is not the case. What we are discontinuing are some of the formats, like the peanut butter Bar One, the Milkybar Peanut, the double Milkybar. So it's just some formats that are being discontinued. And as you can imagine, they are part of our slow-moving formats as well. So, but those brands will continue to exist. So Kit Kat, Bar One, Peppermint Crisp, and Milkybar will continue to exist.
You've mentioned some innovation, some restructuring of how some of your products would actually take a new form. But how do you reconcile the dismay? Because presumably, as you said, you didn't expect the disappointed responses. But getting someone to buy a chocolate with a similar appeal but a different look is not going to be an easy one, wouldn't you think?
That's true. Innovation does come with a lot of investment in driving the proposition. We, as you can imagine as well, that a lot of these formats that we are discontinuing were slow moving. And I know that there's been a lot of conversation about it, but in truth, these brands these particular formats have been slow moving formats. But we're clear that we've got great propositions, great stories to tell around these products. And so over time, as we bring them into the market, we will build the story that is hopefully compelling and that consumers will really resonate with over time. But we're clear that it's not an overnight success. A lot of our brands were built over decades. Yep. And we will continue to make sure we take those learnings into the new innovations that we bring in, and they're very, very exciting.
Sumi, before I let you go, I'm very interested to find out how the lockdown and the coronavirus-related restrictions and the supposed general shift in consumer behavior, affected the consumption of chocolate, certainly from your end. I mean, on the sales front and everything in between, what's the general effect been of the lockdown on chocolate consumption?
Initially, as we went into it, chocolate was obviously a discretionary spend, and we started to see that in our business as people were really focused on the essential items. And so we saw growth in our other business sectors. As you know, Nestle plays in a number of different categories, but our chocolate performance was quite subdued. And as we got into it and as time progressed, we saw people coming into that now, as people are obviously looking for experiences in home, some indulgences at home that they want to kind of really take advantage of. And so we've seen our business really recover. So we've had a good performance over the last 2 to 3 months. And we anticipate that the next half will still continue to be quite difficult as people are really stretched. And so we're looking at how we can structure our business to be able to deliver against those requirements in home.
All right. Well, wish you good luck with those new brands. And I have producers screaming in my ear saying that they want to have a memorial of the chocolate log and everything that's going to waste. So they want to have a box in their hands here at eNCA as they operate those cameras and munch along. Well, thanks very much indeed, Zumi Njongwe there from Nestle, talking to us about the discontinuation of some of those brands.